Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube library. And today we are going to discuss on the topic that how to be an HR professional from an MBA freshers. So I would like to welcome Mr. Govind Singh Negi, who is the senior HR professional and blogger. And Mr. Negi, can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah, sure, Kanaya. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me for having a discussion on this topic. I've been to the field of human resources since last 16 years, and I got an opportunity to work with many companies in the industry of IT software development, real estate, education, and various fields, especially into service industry. One of my hobbies is to write blog and share my thoughts so that people in human resources who wish to make their career or already are in human resources can get some insight from my experience. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, sir, for introducing yourself. So let's start discussion with our first topic that how to be an HR professional from an MBA freshers.
Yeah, that's an interesting topic. Actually, I have been asked this question multiple times, especially when I visit to various institutions and interact with human resources students. And I think that's very important for people to know that there is no shortcut to be an HR professional, and it's not gonna be a very easy kind of job. This time, human resources is one of the strategic partner in organization, and I think people who are doing and studying their human resources in their doing the master's degree should know that what are things they need to do and learn, and how step by step they can move up in the ladder. As I said, there is no shortcut, and there has to be an effort which has to be put in by those students from beginning of their career. And I would say, why not start it from when you're already doing your masters? Uh, when uh, when you are going through your MBA program, I would highly recommend that you should be paying special attention to your guest lecturer and people who are coming from human resource background and sharing their thoughts. Do go and approach them and ask your questions. If you can have a mentor from the industry who's already in the field of human resources, it would be great. While you are going through your academics, while your lecturers and professors are talking to you and sharing knowledge about what are the basics of human resources, if you have a mentor, you will be able to get the insights of how business and how real-time HR works in business world. So I think that will be one of my advice for people. Second, nowadays, internship is one of the strong part or of every MBA program which you go through, and it's not only in the field of human resource, but it is in field of every stream you are in as far as MBA goes. I would strongly recommend that do not waste your internship duration just for going and being a part of an organization and just sitting out there and doing nothing. It would be great that if you guys can spend time and actually learn. Find an organization which is serious about making you learn things rather than just asking you to sit ideal or just to fill some data or ask you to just do some survey and get the results. I don't think this is going to help anybody. What I would recommend is find an organization which is actually serious about making you learn. The organization which gives you an opportunity to work on live data or gives you an opportunity to work under some of the HR professional in the organization. So this way, you actually learn how HR processes actually works in organization and get some idea from there. You will also be able to see how practically things are done, how it is different from what you have learned in your MBA and how it has been done practically. So I think play and giving a very due importance to your internship will be a key to your first step to be an HR professionals. That's one thing. Second, once you complete your human resources, of course, your colleges are going to take you through various placement organizations, and you will be given opportunity. You'll be given You will be going to give interviews, and you'll finally going to select in some organization. But it's not true in every student case. So what I would say is that you should be very, very clear on the organization you are going to choose, the profile you're going to choose. I would highly recommend that at that point of time, even if you are getting a better profile and better company on a lower salary, do and get that. The mistake which most of the MBA fresher makes two: one, they see salary as one of the critical factor when they accept an offer, and I think that's the biggest mistake. You should see the company and you should see the profile before you go and take up any offer. Second, sometimes they do not take an offer just because the salary was not good. That's another biggest mistake. I would say if you feel that the number of companies which are coming and making offer are getting reduced day by day, and you are reaching to a stage where you have not been able to make your decision on the company you wish to join, or maybe no company has offered you till date, I would say that please take an offer from the organization which has human resource as your profile, and at least begin your career, rather than just not even taking the offer and not starting your career. Uh, Once you start your career and go on live on board in any corporate, I would say that you have to, in the organization itself, you have to find somebody as your mentor and let the person know that you would like to learn from that particular person. You are in the beginning of your career, you have to learn a lot of stuff. Get yourself involved into things which are giving you more learning opportunities. Even if you've been given so many tasks by your superior, do take the task, because every task you're going to take going to have a lot of learning opportunity in it. So don't hesitate. Don't give an impression to your superior that you are restricted towards getting assignments, because if they get this kind of feeling, they won't give you more assignment, which means less learning and development opportunities. So be open towards getting more assignments. Be open towards asking questions why you have to do a particular work. There are many times I've seen that the MBA fresher who comes on board, they simply start doing the work, in the sense that they've been asked to do this and they start doing it. I would say that they should ask why they are doing it, because that's very important to know. There are times when MBA fresher can give a very good idea how to simplify a particular job. So if you know how to do a job, you will be able to give suggestions to it. But as opposed to, if you're not asking why question, you will just end up doing a particular thing and you'll keep doing it till your career. Uh, but if you know why you're doing it, you'll be able to add value to it. So I think from an MBA fresher perspective, these are a couple of things, which is during your academics, do give importance to your guest lecture and the people who are coming from industries. Don't miss them. Make some of the such industry expert your mentor and try to learn from there. Give importance to your internship. Find organizations which are better and focus on your learning rather than looking at the stipend you're getting from there. Third, when you go on board, I think rather before that, choose a company where you would like to start your career, not based on the salary they are offering, but the profile they're offering to you. And the fifth, when you go in an organization, uh, don't hesitate to take more and more responsibility if that has been given to you. And the last, do ask why as a question, which will help you to learn more. I think these are the things which MBA freshers should keep in mind while starting the career in the field of human resources.
Oh, that will be a great for our fresher who are looking in HR field. So, sir, I would like to ask you: do
Yeah.
you think MBA fresher should take a recruitment assignment in beginning?
That's an awesome question, Kanaya, because I see a lot of people get confused with this and they feel that they are going to work for a consulting organization and there'll be no growth and they will always be in consulting. Uh, Recruitment is, or hiring process is, one of the key area for human resources. And if I give you another insight of that, if an organization is not paying attention to the quality of people they are hiring who are fit to do a job, and more importantly, who are fit to the culture of the organization, then the organization is making a bigger mistake. Because if you hire a wrong person to the organization and that person is going to mess up with the things, the cost of letting this person go and hiring a new person is way too high. An organization would not like to make such mistakes. So hiring is a critical function of human resources in an organization, and organization do look this particular function very, very seriously. So there is no harm at all in going and starting your career in recruitment and learning the recruitment skill. So recruitment is not basically simply finding out people on job portals like Naukri.com and LinkedIn and Monster.com and TimesJob.com. It's not that. It's finding the right kind of person who matches the skills your organization is looking for a particular profile, talking to that person and understanding whether this person fits the organization, taking the person on board and doing all the administrative work. But most importantly, it is about to find the kind of person for your organization. And that's the beginning of human resource. If the human resource department can hire right kind of people, the people who have the right skill, the people who have the cultural values which your organization looking for, people who have the learning and development skill mindset, I think that's the awesome thing which you can do for your organization. So there is no harm of starting your career from recruitment or talent acquisition or hiring process. Once you are expert in this matter, you can definitely, your doors for other human resource functions are open, as opposed to simply saying that I'm not going to start my career, I'm going to look for an opportunity in the journalist human resources or HR business partner and just say no to a recruitment opportunity. But if you're getting a recruitment opportunity, say yes to it, start your career, spend some time, maybe a year, and then the other doors for human resource functions will open for you. That's what I would say, Kanaya.
Oh, that's nice. Sir, what is the importance of learning payroll and statutory compliances for MBA freshers? Can you please tell us about that?
Oh, thank you very much for asking this awesome question again, because another stuff where people think that payroll and statutory compliances are basically more related with old kind of human resources which we used to do, which is true, because payroll and statutory compliances are considered as administrative tasks which has to be done. But I would advise, I won't say that if a human resource person has time, for sure you should know payroll and statutory compliances, because when you are making when you're making policies for company, the statutory compliances do make a lot of effect there, because you need to know the government laws, you need to know what your government laws are, because that's the bare minimum you have to do. And you can make your company policies more than that, but you can't put less than this. Now, for an example, you must have heard that recently there is an amendment in Maternity Act which has come up. Now, this amendment has triggered a change in the policy. So even if the organizations are not giving crutches to women for their kids, if the organization has more than 50 employees, then organization now need to think of. But if you as an HR professional have no clue about it, you won't be able to inculcate those changes in your policies. So I would say that it is always advisable to know the fundamentals of human resources. Although these are not something which in today's HR will look forward for, but I think if that is something which is always better for you to speak and give a technical perspective to your talk. So I would say, yeah, you should know, but yeah, something which you may not give that much of focus. That's all right, but if you know it, it's always a value addition. That's what I would say.
Oh, thank you, sir, for sharing such a great ideas and insights on the recruitment and how that HR professionals can MBA fresher, and also about the payroll and strategic compliances, and the great topic which you have shared recently, that about the maternity leave act.
Yeah.
And I would like to thank you, sir, from the behalf of our audience for sharing such great insights. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Kania, for calling me here and let me share my thoughts with you guys. Thank you very much.